Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
You doing the regatta shuffle right now? Oh, a little scullin' and scoopin'. Some conk style and thing. Well, let's go. Scullin', get that foot.
Yo, it's your boy Dyson Knight.
It's your boy JP Knowles. Y'all know I'm doing album. I'm back. Once again, back is the incredible. Last week I wasn't here. I'm here now. Bask in the beauty. Let's go.
Back for episode 6 of season 2. Boy,
What?
people need to stop swinging people, and people need to stop allowing themselves to get swing.
No doubt.
Let,
No
let
doubt.
me tell you this. You remember buying your first car?
In Nassau, yeah.
So my son recently bought a car, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of expect your first car to be a lemon. Did you buy your first
Yeah.
car off the lot, or what'd you get?
My first car was brand new.
See, there you go. Which dealership you bought it from?
But I don't remember. But you know how long ago that was. But I know that's
Do you
when
remember the salesperson?
no, that's when Hyundai just was coming
Uh,
into existence in Nassau. Whatever
oh, okay.
dealership was dealing with that. My first car was a Hyundai Accent. I remember that
All
blue
right.
one.
Well, that's a smart move. My first car came off a Copart, and that was a good car. Because you
Okay.
inspect it and you have the auction. It's like an auction. And they have the cars that drive, they have cars that don't drive. So I got one of the cars that I could just turn key and push out. That car did
Right.
very good while I was in college. But my son bought this car, and before he bought this
Recently.
car, recently,
Recently.
very recently, yeah, he's only had it a couple of months, right?
Right.
And he is he's an outstanding young man.
All right.
But
How
like
how
all
old is he?
young men, he is 20, just turned 20,
All right.
right?
Cool. Cool.
Um, all us when we're young, we head hard, don't listen.
Super hot. Super hot.
And with him, I don't even think it was a fact of not listening. I think it was
Hmm.
that he was so focused on the goal of getting a car. He
That's what it
said,
was.
I'm gonna buy this car, and this is the car. So I said some slightly borderline racist things to him, right? Before
Oh
purchasing the
boy.
car. Yeah,
Dyson
borderline,
Knight.
borderline,
Dyson Knight, y'all.
borderline.
Your neighborhood racist.
Borderline, bro, borderline, right? I
Yeah.
mean, from my experience, I said, listen, don't buy a car from XY type person or Z type person
You ain't
without
trying to
getting
call
the
names?
car. No,
You ain't trying to
without
call names?
car.
Okay. 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 Okay.
No, without getting the car inspected.
Hey, listen, you want to text it to me so I can call names?
No,
All
no.
right.
But there are certain cultures that are much older than ours. Bahamian culture.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
young, we babies. So there are
Yeah,
certain
man.
cultures that are way more mature. They then been through the trenches. There's cultures that been through famine and have been to a place of desperation, right? Where
Hmm.
they know, like, it's life or death. Every situation, every negotiation is almost life and death to them, right? And
Yeah.
by any means possible, they trying to get the better end of the stick. There's no
They trying to make that sale no matter what.
by by hook or crook, right? So I told him to watch out for that. So
Hmm.
he sent half the down payment to this dude to buy
Oh
this
boy.
Nissan Maxima.
Yeah.
And I said, are you able to get the car inspected? Take it to the shop, get it inspected. Well, no, the guy, there's some kind of
Oh
rush.
boy.
Of course.
Of course. Of
Flag,
course.
red
Of
flag
course. Of
number
course.
one.
Of course.
Red flag number one. There's some kind of rush.
More red
Um,
than this shirt.
and then for real. And then in Canada, a lot of the dealerships and the garages, they booked up a lot. I don't even
Yeah.
understand why. Like, you have to make an appointment, and the appointment is be like a week or 2 weeks. And I think this is around
Uh,
the time when they were changing weather too. So a lot of people are getting their tires swapped over from being all season to winter tires, right? Or
Mhm.
summer tires to winter tires. So he explained to me why and showed me because he's like, "Do we trying to sell the car now?" And I was like, "So what?" And he's like, "I can't get schedule an appointment to get the car inspected." I say, "Okay." So they bring the car over to the house after he didn't get a down payment. In my mind, I'm already saying, you know what, I can let him buy this car because he got to
If you
learn.
don't mind, how much was the down payment?
1,200. It
Okay.
was.
All right. Uh,
Wait, let me see how much he paid for the car in total. I'm trying to remember how much he paid for it in total. I think he paid 24. I think he paid 2,400,
for what?
which
Yeah.
is it's a 2008. And to me, I'm thinking $2,400 is a soft lesson, right? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. This ain't a hard lesson. This ain't like he's spending what eight. You know, and if he's spending like
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8 grand, I'd be like, hold on, right?
Yeah.
Twenty four
I
hundred
gotta get
dollars. This is a
involved.
soft lesson. So I go
Yeah.
outside and inspect the car, and lo and behold, it's one of those people who I told him not to buy a car, car
Oh
from.
boy.
So, so I'm like, oh boy, all right, okay, we doing this. So I take a look around the car. Car kind of rusty. All right, they salt the roads in Canada. Car may still be okay. Car
Yeah.
seemed kind of loud. I say, all right. I say, hey, did you drive the car? He said, yeah. So you like how it drives? He said, yeah.
Because I could be driving, and you could be
Right.
driving this
You
shit.
could be driving this car. I look inside the car. The car had no radio. I said, did you notice that it didn't have a radio? He's like, yeah, that's the only thing the guy say is wrong with it. I say, that's the only thing he say is wrong with it? Say, okay. I look under the hood. The hood looks very
Hoodie.
abused. Yeah, very hoodie.
Very
Very
hoodie.
abused hoodie. I
Yeah.
open the
Hoodie.
power steering cap. I see bubbles in the power steering. I say, bubbles
Mm.
supposed to be in power steering. So I bring it to his attention.
Interesting.
I asked the person who brought the car, who I tell him you shouldn't buy a car from. I say, hey, anything wrong with the steering, the power steering? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, I'm about to give it away right now. Watch me give it away. He said, no, my friend.
Oh boy.
My friend,
Oh boy.
red flag number
And,
two, calling me your friend.
and I ain't your friend. All right. Oh yeah. Trust me, because
So,
I'm calling you my friend.
my friend, once you see someone land on my friend on you and you don't know them from a can of paint, boy, it's a
Now,
problem.
now, hold on now. There's two sets of people that has used that term, my friend. So you
Good,
ain't really giving it away.
good, good,
Yeah.
good, good. So, well, I did say there was two sets of people. I tell them not to buy a car.
You did say that. You did say that. You did say that. You did say that. Right, you did say that.
So anyway, your boy hit me with the my friend, and I just nod. I pointed out to him, and I say, see, this is a problem. But I wasn't gonna step in on his hopes and dreams. I can let him learn this $2,400 lesson. We already had the
Mm.
long talk of him. A car is an investment. Once you buy a car, you buy an expense, right? We already had that
This is a,
long
this is
talk
a,
of that.
this is a recent sale he just did.
Yeah, this is we only had a couple of months. He had the car a
Okay.
couple of months, right?
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I walk around the car, open the trunk. The car smell like oils.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
Ah, you give it away again? You give it away again. He's so racist, man. Shit.
No, but I mean it smell like
What kind?
not fragrances, like car oils, like
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 it.
like
No,
snake oil.
no, like engine oil,
Which you
like
know
engine
I
oil.
heard that. Snake
Let's
oil
move on.
salesman. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
move on. The engine oils, right? And I'm like, boy, all right, let me teach my son a lesson. I look the guy straight in his eyes, right, with my son next to him. I look at him
Hmm.
straight in the eye, and I said, hey, is there anything else wrong with this car that we should be aware of? And you know
Hmm.
what he hit me with again, right?
No, my friend. Only the radio. It's like I'm the salesman. Yeah.
This dude hit me with the my friend again. He said, I've had the car. It is a great car. There's nothing wrong with this car. Nothing wrong with
Nothing.
this car.
Nothing.
Fast forward to a couple of days, a couple of months later, my son probably about 6 grand in the hole right now, right? Trying to
Oh
fix.
boy. God.
And I tell him, the last thing he fixes because he want to be well, he have to be on the road doing his little odd jobs and whatnot.
Mhm.
So he helped him out, put some new tires on the car. Had to get a rim because he had a pothole the other day. And it's not only just things that's wrong with the car. Okay, things that is wrong with the
Yeah.
car. Of course, the power
Yeah.
steering, right? I already knew that.
Mhm.
Apparently the engine, there's something wrong with the not the engine, the gas tank. There's something wrong with the gas tank. Where
Mm.
it only taking like $7 or $8 of gas, right?
I never heard shit about life. Full. Hey, full. Full. Full.
Right?
At least it's good on gas.
Nobody. Only you can only put $7 or $8 gas in it,
That,
and then the pump
that's what
stop.
that's what I'm talking about. You save
Oh
you some
yeah,
gas
oh
money.
yeah, yeah. Oh no, he
Yeah.
been broken down on the road a couple of times and had to call a record. That's another $100, hundred and something
Ah.
dollars every time you call it. But anyway, um, and I ain't outing my son. I'm just saying these are things like at that age you
Yeah.
expect the world to be a fair and just place
Hmm.
at that
Yes,
age,
sir.
especially if you
Yeah, man.
grew up protected. You know what I mean? If you ain't being exposed, like if you ain't grow up in the hood and just doing gangster things like I just do it, sell this car on a real gangster tip. If you ain't learned that growing up, like as a boy, you get to that age, you really, and then you have good friends too. None of his friends would have done that to him. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Where you find this boy from?
Facebook market or one of them things.
Oh boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Uh-uh.
Yeah, Facebook market or
Yeah.
one of them things. So long story short, now I believe he is prepared to listen. But like my
Depending on the topic.
parents, no, I
It
think
depend, you think so? Depending on, but I got a son too, Depending on the topic.
all right, all right, fair enough. Because I had to remind him, I had to remind him of all the things we talked about at certain stage of his life, like
Yeah.
graduation. Had a conversation about him graduating. He didn't want to go to college. He said he wanted to go to work. I said, okay, cool. If you
Hmm.
working, this is how you need to save your money. This is how you
Right.
need to divide your money. This is how you
Right.
need to look at bills.
Right.
Gave him the whole talk, nice grown up talk. He said, "You understand me? Look him in his eye. You understand me? Uh huh."
Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. Yes, I understand you.
But anyway, that what the show about. The show is about people allowing people to swing them, man. And
Yeah, man.
right off the bat, I made this statement loosely in the last show, I believe, when I said Google is very easy to use. Like if you don't know
Mhm.
something or you don't trust something or you don't understand something or you want to buy something, do a little bit of research. You know,
Absolutely.
I told my son, I said, it's a 2008 Nissan Maxima. Go online and see what all type issues they known to have because that was 2008. That's many years
Yeah.
ago. They know what's wrong with the
Oh yeah.
car, so you know what to
Yeah.
expect. You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with doing a little research before, especially before you spend your hard-earned money. Now, when it comes to
But, but
relationships,
20, but 20, you say 20 grand?
2,400, just
Oh,
2,400.
20. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I get you. I get you. I thought it was like 20 grand for 2008. Like,
No, no, no. Like I say, a soft lesson,
yeah, yeah. That's all
soft
that.
lesson, fam. Now, hard lessons is when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to people's emotions, bro. Right? Now,
You know, I go when it comes to emotions. I ain't really got them like that. I ain't really got them like that. So just letting you know right now. But we shall continue on though. Go ahead.
On a real note, I think I remember the last time I got swing. Well, I got robbed once, but it was because I was stupid. I,
This ain't the flower story over the bridge.
no, man, this ain't even. I digress quickly from relationships. Yeah, let me stick on relationships. I
Yeah,
never
good.
get swing. I got lied to, but I never get swing. I never been used in a relationship. Well, not to my
Okay,
knowledge.
let's break this down. When you say swing, there's so
Right.
many aspects of being swing.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about in a relationship form?
Well, I can only give
Because
a couple of examples.
you say you've been lied to. I've been lied to before. I've been lied to.
Okay.
But when you say swing, what do you mean? I know what you mean. I just want you to explain it for the dumb people in the back.
I mean, in a couple of ways. When you're in a relationship or you think you're in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and the person says to you, "Oh, I'm just gonna use your car to help my mommy move some."
Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. I never
Some
had that problem,
things
but
about no, me neither. Me either.
okay.
Me either. Me either.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't even know because I remember I was engaged one time ago at a younger age, and I had my first my only Mercedes Benz. Boy, I did love that car, and
Who's
I
swinging you
let
for? Who's
my
swinging you for?
I used to let my fiance drive that car. I don't know, like I never seen her do anything, but she had a run in with with what I think one of my cousins had to rent her up for
Uh,
don't play with my man type situation, right? And that was around the time that she used to use my car. So I don't know what happened in the car. I don't know, but I never used to even be following up things like that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
again, the point is, the world is a dangerous place. You can't just take
Super.
things for granted.
Super
And
dangerous.
yeah, and people out here will mouth could say anything. They will lead you to the promised land when you
I
realize
really
that it ain't
listen.
nothing but desert.
I really, 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 really wish this episode my brother in arms Kent was off with it. I wish the good doctor was here on this topic right here.
Oh
I
yeah,
really wish the
I
good
think
doctor was here. The
we
good
have
doctor would
some.
have had a real epic story to tell you all folks. But I digress.
Yeah, we gotta leave that one alone. But I mean, in terms of what I've seen, right? Like I've had some friends when it comes to relationships that have had
Mm,
been really um into or tell me that they really into a certain girl, and I know the
yeah.
girl for the streets. Like I know the girl for
Hmm.
the streets. Personally, I know the girl for the streets,
Hmm.
and you can't tell the person. Like I can't. I mean, you can only try to say, "Bro, nah," right? I mean, you had any friends like that, and they just don't listen. I love her.
Heck
She's the
yeah.
one for me.
Hey, listen. My thoughts on a situation like that, right? I only can tell you only but one time. I ain't really the type. Well, my personality ain't really the type to go back and forth with nobody like that. I can tell you what it is. I can prove to you that she's from the streets from that point forward. That's on you. I ain't even trying to talk with it no more. But yeah, I've had many friends like that, man, where you actually listen. I had a friend of mine. We ain't not friendly no more, right? Back in the day.
Uh-huh.
We didn't graduate. We didn't graduate together. But the thing is, I remember, right, in his last year of high school, all right, he was going to college. I was in Nassau at the time. He was going to college over here in the States. And his girl was supposed to go with him to the States also at the same time, but he ended up going before her. Literally, and I never tell a story before on this platform, but literally, maybe maybe a month later, right? I went to the studio, because I do, I do music too. So I went to the studio and
Right, right,
shit.
right.
So the engineer, and you know the engineer because I'm gonna call his name, yeah, Sonny,
Okay.
short little son,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
So yeah, okay. Anyway, so
there's
the
two
engineer,
Sami engineers. But go ahead.
it's only one that's short though.
Okay. At that
I know
time, I know who
both.
you mean. I know which
I
song you
know.
mean now.
I know both of them. So I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I know
anyway,
you mean.
so I remember we was at the studio recording, Commonwealth Studio. Dylan McKenzie. That's my boy, by the way. So he was talking about this gal. He do this and he do that and all this other crap. I just so happened to be my boy gal, straight like that. So, I gather all the intel and shit. Call up my boy Collect. Not Collect, sorry. Call up him on the line phone, because there was no cell phone back then, it was beepers. Tell him what's going on. This boy trying to chew my head off. I keep in mind now, this my boy who I grew up with. I ain't just meet him like, a month, yeah, a year. I talk about like from kindergarten.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? And at the time, I was probably what, 19? So from
I
kindergarten to 19, I know this bike. And check it out. So he said, yeah, wait till I get home. So I guess he come home 2 weeks later, going up to a job, make all kind of noise with her, causing big sin. So she stayed with him, calm
unnecessary.
everything down.
Fellas,
She
don't do
calmed
that.
everything down. She calmed everything
Mhm,
down like nothing happened. Like when this boy went back to college, over here,
mhm.
a week later, I see her downtown with another dude.
For the
I
streets.
wait, super for the streets.
So
I,
even
what was
though
that?
we on the receiving end of that, right? I mean, like I
Yeah.
say, no, I've been lied to. I've been lied to. I think I've had a very one of my first girlfriends was very deceitful.
Mm.
But anyway, but no one ever came to me and said, "Bro, this girl for the streets." But how is it that people don't want to listen or don't again? I mean, we didn't have access to Google back then when I was young, but I
Yeah,
couldn't
same here.
Google her or face. I couldn't see who she was posting on Facebook or
It
Instagram.
was no Facebook. It was none of
You
that
see,
either.
it wasn't none of that,
It was
right?
none of that, man.
But so I wonder if people even. I wonder if this whole thing is redundant. I wonder if people are smarter than I think, and they're no longer going through these type of things, like where people
No,
would
they going
tell,
through it. They going through it.
"Man, don't say
They
that,
going
man."
through it. They going through it, like listen. One of my employees right now that work for me, he going through it right now with his wifey, like married wife. And I tell him, he come talk to me like, bro, I understand you all got kids together. I understand you all better life. But she for the pavement, bro. She for the asphalt. She for the sidewalk. she for the
Well,
she not for the streets. She for the streets.
that's an extremely hard pill to swallow. I mean, like, okay, so let's be helpful
Yeah.
in this episode. When we go to our boy and say, "Yo,
Mm-hmm.
this place ain't in it," right? You need to find
Mm-hmm.
your way out of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't listen. Like, what is it? I mean, I guess it ain't nothing else you could do if they don't want to
I
listen, eh?
know. I know why they don't listen.
Why?
Because pussy in that equation. Hard. That's why they don't listen. And that clouds the majority of men's judgment overall.
It's still
You know
that
what I mean?
powerful.
Like, you know what I mean? Niggas dead or just losing everything in life because of Gucci, but
That's
real
crazy.
talk. And then when they make that mistake on that level and they break up, all the chick do is move on and repeat the process all over again with someone else. That's just life though. That's why you can't tell niggas what to do, boy. You just can't tell them what to do. I can suggest what I think you should do, but I can't tell you what to do. Sorry. Now, as far as my
If
now my close boys, if you
right,
close to me,
yeah,
I beating you up. I beating you up.
okay, all right,
I beating you
okay.
up. Like Dyson Knight. If Dyson Knight right now sees somebody and she for the streets, and I prove she for the streets, and I see her actually for the streets, and I
Or
tell
or the
Dyson Knight,
pothole.
we I mean, look at my headlock time. Yeah, I can't let you do it, man.
If it were me, and then this is how it okay, so I was about 19. I was
Hmm.
literally about 19 when I was with my most deceitful girlfriend, right? Um, and we still cool. Like we laugh at it in today's world.
See, that ain't me. That ain't me. Like once somebody crossed me, you out. I ain't trying to be cool with you ever again.
Ever
I ain't like
again?
that.
Well, that's well,
Ever.
well, I don't
Ever.
talk to her. Yeah, well, let me see. The last time I spoke to her probably would have been
Done.
2 years
Done.
ago.
Done.
You know, she grown, she have a family and everything is
I don't
you
care.
say still in there.
Done. Done.
Well, yeah, I'm that type of person. I still
I,
do it to everybody.
I Scorpio for a reason, but I hold that. Done.
All right, so the thing was, I was about 19 years old, and there were certain things that just wasn't lining up, and I was always an inquisitive person. Like I like to ask a lot of questions. Um, and this was my first experience of things not adding up. Like
Right.
her telling me she would be a certain place, and then she's not that certain place, or just people being a little weird and uncomfortable around me, and can't figure it out. But that kept me. I remember one night, and I always live on the kind of west side of Nassau,
Mm-hmm.
and she was living
Mm-hmm.
on the east side of Nassau. And I
My
remember
area.
one night, yeah, I remember one night around 11 o'clock, but I must be was leaving work, and I
Yeah.
just had this feeling, I just had this curious feeling. I drive all the way east just to drive past the apartment, and as I was
Mhm.
driving past the apartment, I say, you know what? You really stupid, but
I got a similar
because
story like that just when you finish the story. Go ahead. What happened to me? Go ahead.
yeah, I checked stock.
Almost mirror for mirror, break.
I checked stock. I say, what the heck are you doing, bro? Because I mean, if it is the situation, then you
Mm-hmm.
will want push out from the relationship anyway.
Yeah.
So if you this bothered that you would drive from west to
Mm-hmm.
east in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of the night just to
Yeah.
look, you ain't even going by her. You know what I mean?
Just want to see. Just want to see
You
what's
ain't
going
even
on.
saying you want pop up or you miss out. It wasn't none of that. It was literally
Yeah.
I'm suspicious,
Just, I'm
and I
suspicious. You
think
ain't
this
need. Yeah.
guy's swinging me.
You ain't need to be there
And
at that point.
yeah, bro. So I think and that lesson, I went home. We still went through it a little bit, and I got my heart broken because I kind of trusted her
Oh.
more than I should
Oh.
have. Yeah, but cue the sad
That,
music track.
that's
Cue the
that's
sad
the
music.
second time. The first time is you with them dumbass flowers over the bridge.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't feel like I was being used. Like she wasn't swinging me in the relationship. She wasn't taking my money. She wasn't borrowing my car. She had her own things. In fact, she was giving more to me than I was giving to her. But my deal is
Which
now with
which one of them? The one on west.
yeah, the one out east who I drive out to go and check on.
You out west. She out
Yeah,
east.
I
Okay,
was
gotcha.
west. Yeah. So
Yeah.
she was giving into the relationship or giving to the relationship
Mm.
more than she was taking out. So it still was cool.
Did you
And
ever catch
most
it?
of yeah,
Did you
but
ever catch it?
but
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
so
Okay,
you want to know the climax of that story? Or this
okay.
love story?
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
climax of this love story, bro, is I know you's a man, probably use throw away your jockey when they get a hole in it, right? But
Super.
I hold on to my jockey until I get the second hole, right? So so I was laying down with this young lady, boy, and I was in my jockey with the one hole in it. I tell you no lie,
Yeah,
this jockey had a hole
yeah.
in it, and I
You
was
remember
laying
this?
down, and all I hear is the key
The
turn.
Scooby Doo joints.
Scooby Doo, where are you, jockey? Hole in it, right? And I was laying down. I just wake up. I wasn't even up yet. I hear
Yeah,
the key turn, and the not even there was the apartment door, and then there's the bedroom door. The bedroom door was locked. The key turn in the
yeah.
bedroom door, and the gal walk in and say, "This what you want? This what you into?"
Hold on now.
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa. You lost me on that one.
I, I was
She put
laying
the keys
down.
on and asked you if this was you want, this what you into?
Stay with me again. Stay with me now. I and the young lady laying down in the bed, sleeping. Had a wonderful evening.
I got you.
I was
Someone put
wearing my holy jockey.
okay.
Someone
Okay.
pull up, turn key,
Man.
turn key. Open the door, look at me, look at her, point at her and say, is this what you into? If
That's what
this
you
is what
want,
you want.
this holy jockey,
This
right?
holy jockey.
The stereo wearing ass, singing ass, holy jockey, four roses ass nigga. That's what you want.
Yeah, but I was shocked. I mean, but that was a long
Yeah,
time
man.
ago. And then and I always say that relationship grew me up dead fast. And I've been like not to be jaded, not to be a jaded person in life, because the world could be
At least
a
you
great
learn,
place.
though. At least you
Mhm.
learn because at least you learn because you have niggas that'll go through that shit 4 and 5 times and still don't learn. Or I wouldn't say every woman's that the same way, but they still don't recognize the red flags that led
Yeah,
up to that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I see
Nowadays,
those go through it all the time, man.
yeah. I mean, okay, so if you and I think I hit a point on there when the relationship is not mutual, it's not time mutual, it's not um, money mutual,
Hmm.
it's always one side. It's you call me, they don't. I mean, they call you, you don't ever call them, or you call them, they don't ever call you. You know what I mean? You always checking up on them, they don't ever check up on you. So that's emotions. Like, how interested are you? How concerned are you with the well-being? If you are in a relationship like that, chances are you getting swing. Stop getting swing. If you in a situation whereas you always bring in the lunch, you always treating, you always getting the
But
gifts.
Dyson, but Dyson, you gotta understand, you got some goofy ass niggas out here that feel that's the way. They feel that's the way to her heart. That's the way to her heart. You know what I mean? And the
Bro,
more the more I do as a man, the more I provide, the more I do this, the better she sees me in that provider, protector light. But like I tell all men, and once again, ladies, this is not for all ladies. Because whenever we make a statement on this show right here, every lady around the globe just get their panties in a bunch and go off. We ain't talking about every lady. If it ain't about you, then shut up. We ain't talking to you. We talking to the ones that's about them. That's it. But
them
the
on
thing
soup for the
about it is,
pothole.
that's it, man, for the pavement. The thing is, you have dudes who'll go through that shit over and over and over, and they feel that's the way. And guess what? What better fool than an old fool too? If y'all think for a second when a chick find a ass to ride, she ain't gonna ride you, but she rides you into the ground. Why not? Why wouldn't she? I'm saying, why wouldn't she? This is why I tell everybody when you do the process of dating, right? Between 60 and 7, man, 15, 16, 17, I have multiple women, bro. I have multiple
Yeah.
women. When I was coming up, I had multiple women, bro. I like 5 of them on rotation. And it is what it is. Who found out about who? Too bad. Too bad. The key to it is this though. Don't lie to them. Remember I said on the show before. Don't lie to them. Let them know about each other, okay? And then let them make the decision if they still want to deal with you, okay? And you make sure you make it perfectly clear that you don't want a girl. You want acquaintances.
So
That's it.
on a lesser man vibe, because I've been a lesser man in that situation before. One situation in particular I can think of whereas I didn't lie to the one I was interested in.
Hmm.
No, I didn't lie to the one I didn't see longevity in. And I didn't lie to the one that I did see a longevity in. I just wasn't forthcoming. And in hindsight, in that situation, I feel like I lost because of it. And not lose like lose on the relationship, but lose in myself, the way I see myself,
Dirty
because of how
foots.
things turn out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Dirty foots. I like
Yeah,
tricking. Hey, I saw the comment. I saw that. Hey,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like tricking. But anyway, go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, just speaking to the young men and the old men who still going, who still out here in the market.
Hmm.
Boy, I mean, how old the dudes? I'm talking in their
Yeah,
50s, right?
yeah.
You.
But
Boy, the
Dyson,
world is a weird place, you
we
know.
almost, how old are you?
Yeah, I included myself in that too, because that's why I saying,
Okay,
okay, about to be 47,
I'm 48
and
right now.
yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, if you real life single in your 50s, what you doing,
Yeah.
babe? Like, like
Hold
what
on
you
now.
real life
Hold on
doing?
now. Hold on
You know
now.
what I ain't gonna be
So,
doing though?
what's that? Tricking.
If I real life single, I ain't gonna be tricking.
Yeah,
No, I think in my 50s, real if
yeah,
I get caught in my 50s single,
yeah.
and I was thinking about this the other day, like I would have to change my lifestyle, like just where I hang out. Like I don't want to find no woman in no church. Sorry, all the church people out there, but until the church fix their business,
I ain't
I ain't
sorry.
bothering that because that's your
I ain't
people
sorry.
that's go to pray to repent for their tricking. I mean, it's this be masters of trickery. So
Yes, sir.
I can leave you all of that. And
Yes, sir.
I ain't going to no bar, I ain't clubbing, you know what I mean? So I have to figure it out. Like I have to start taking a whole lot of corporate parties and stuff like that. What I
Some
bro,
freak offs, eh? Some freak offs.
no babe. I catch me at no Diddy party. look, look, looking for the one woman who ain't covered in baby oil. No, I ain't doing that.
I almost got you there. Almost, almost. You catch yourself. But
See,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's exactly what Ruck is saying now. He single because you don't want to be part of the foolishness because these old I mean, I don't know because I ain't in the market, right? But people out here
Hmm.
are baffling, bro. I mean, because like I say, in the situation, bringing it back to the situation with my son,
Hmm.
people will look you in your eye and
Hmm.
swear there's nothing wrong. Everything is fine when there's everything wrong, babe, and nothing is fine.
True
So
indeed.
how we getting around that?
And this goes for men and women. I want them
Yeah.
feeling we just picking on y'all and picking on y'all. You know
Well,
how they go.
let's pick on the men for a second. I mean, we started picking on the men because he's telling the stories about your boys and well, no, I think he was talking about how they allow themselves to get swing, or they
Yeah,
would
man.
believe the girl simply because they want to stay in the middle. But
Yeah.
there are some dudes out there. Nah, let me be a little risque on the show because I think for the most
Oh boy.
part it's
Dyson
harder
being risky. Shit.
because I'm not a female, but the way I see it, it's harder for a man to trick a woman than it is for a woman to trick a man. Because I mean, it is be
Explain.
obvious. Like,
Explain.
okay, because women have certain expectations that men
Okay.
don't really have. A man isn't gonna say, "Oh, hey baby, you ain't calling me all day. I was worried. I
What?
thought something was wrong with you."
What?
They
What?
doing that? They doing that?
These sensitive ass niggas out here? Boy.
Wow,
What the what? What?
wow,
Boy.
for real.
Boy, for real.
Well, I was
The
thinking,
roles reversed, boy.
I was thinking
The roles
a
reversed.
day or two could go by and he'd be like, "Oh shoot, she ain't calling me," right? Or yeah, but dudes are there saying it's been 94 minutes and this girl in.
Boy,
But y'all need to
listen.
stop that.
You
Y'all
forget
need
I
to
tell
stop that.
you. You forget I tell y'all couple last year on season 1 of the show. Don't forget, I tell you, I had to fire one of my employees because every time you come on a job, you gotta have this girl on camera. You forgot today. And everywhere you go throughout the job place, you gotta have her on camera.
Because he wants you.
I had to let him go. I had to let him
Wow.
go. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut your arm off, and then my insurance gotta kick in and pay for your stupid ass. So yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I was thinking,
Yeah.
especially with successful men, it's be easy for them to carry these girls and get in the middle and like Burn a Boy. You see the situation with Burn a Boy on the side, if you have the girl name.
I
So
don't even know
Burn
what it
tell the
is.
girl, Burn
What was
tell
that?
Burn a Boy, he's a Afrobeat. He's a
Okay.
megastar African superstar.
Okay,
Um
cool.
he tell the girl he could buy her a car for the
Mm,
middle, right?
mm.
He get the middle, and she's still on bus.
You might have give up us money.
Stop letting these people swing y'all. He
You
promised the
might have
girl
give
a
up us money.
car,
Us
but
money.
who's still riding like that? Like, why you even want a car from a dude who didn't make no commitment to you? Okay, I get it. If he did buy the car, you was gonna win. And I'm sorry, it's must be risky night on the show, but the middle ain't worth no car. I don't
Let me let
care
me let me
who
let
middle
me
it
put
is.
y'all goofy ass niggas who do shit like that up on game. Check this out, right? When you're in a dating game, right? Out here in these streets or dating, or wherever the hell y'all at, whatever, I don't know. Wherever y'all niggas sucking shit, right?
Hey,
When,
Sabria, you walking at a hard time.
when you constantly, running into women that say you gotta do this, and that. And we have the era now where, like Dyson say, you probably can Google someone's name and see where they are. Okay? You can Google that and you can see where they are. All right. So when you constantly run into women who require this and require that and require this, but then you really look into their lives and they ain't really got shit. Why are you obligated to provide something when she ain't even got nothing? Why? Why? Is Gucci that important to you? What should be important to you is your health, your fitness, your goals, and your money. You want to know why? Because when all those things in line, pussy drop in your lap. That's what it is.
Ain't that the truth?
That's what
Ain't that the
it is.
truth?
That
But
comes along with it.
it remind me
Yeah.
of another situation I was in with a lie to situation, right? Oh goodness, I hope I don't lose it. But this girl do. Oh, please don't lose the thought, Dyson. All right, so yeah, this is one of them situations where she said, what was it? I can't remember how many it was, but a lot of women say this. We can't really do anything until after the fifth date, or
Mm.
the or a 3 month window of getting to know each other before we do anything, right? Let me tell you that I have my
Mm.
personal experience and the experience of others that
Mm.
there's a 99.9% chance that during
Yeah.
that 3 month period or whatever period it is that she have you on standby,
Mm-hmm.
someone
Mm-hmm.
is blowing her back
How about
all the way out,
to the left or
all
to
the
the
way
right?
out, all the way out.
Absolute, brother. You are absolutely correct. All
Son,
the way up.
I didn't get it
Where?
because you know what women do? They use that opportunity to separate from the situation that they're not really interested in anymore. But she's still getting them flipping
Them
braids,
cheeks clap.
sweat
Them cheeks clap.
right out.
Clap cheeks.
So don't let no woman swing you like that, bro. I mean, not that your ambition should be again to get in the middle, but here's the deal. And this is what I live by. I think I said this already. Don't do anything for anyone expecting anything in return. Don't
Yeah.
allow, don't put yourself out there, bro. If you got it and you could do it, just do it. Walk away from it. You know, thing. Many a girls who I just enjoy their company, I've taken them to lunch. sit down, have lunch, great
I
time,
know that.
great conversation. Sometimes they would buy drinks, I'd pay for food. Sometimes they would pay for food, I'd buy
I know.
drinks. Or sometimes I would just treat, right?
I know.
But for the most
I know.
part, I wasn't there to see if I could get in the drawers. It was literally we out. I mean, I would do it's the same thing how I carry on with my male friends. If you was in if I come to your town, bro, and we go out to eat and they bring the
I
bill,
got. I
yeah, I
got
got
you.
it. Yeah, I
No,
got
no,
it.
no.
You know,
You in my town. I got you.
well, if you in my town, you ain't gotta worry about it. I didn't got it, right? And that's how
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am when I'm in my dating mode. Like it ain't no
yeah.
big deal. And if nothing works out, great. Because you know what I ain't gotta worry about? I don't want it on my shoulders. Not that I would I wonder if I would care if I felt as though
You
I
probably
took
won't.
more from a girl
You
than
probably
paid.
won't, but go ahead. You probably won't, but go ahead. You probably won't care. I know I don't. I know I don't care, but go ahead. I don't care one bit.
That's
I a
cool.
little different. I a little different. I don't care one bit.
But even outside of like relationship wise, I think in business, and that's how we should look at it. And to be honest, I think even my most recent of relationship,
Hmm.
to me, the business was the relationship. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? It was
Hmm.
all together. There was no separation of
Hmm.
this is work related and this is love related because I was doing everything in love. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
things I did. I, let me just cut to the belief. For me, the belief is the objective is to win as a team. So you can have the better end, and then
Hmm.
if I put in all the work, we have to succeed together. Even the something show, the something show will succeed together. You see what I'm saying? Now,
You
whoever's
know.
the leader, that's fine. Go ahead.
You know what though? That's cool and all what you say right there, and I do agree with you. Right. The thing
Give me the butt.
is, men and women they deal with success differently,
Hmm. Talk to us.
very differently, very differently. Um, for men, we endure. You know, sometimes in other words, we visualize the planet. And once again, I don't know why I gotta keep saying this shit, but I have to. Once again, this don't pertain to all women. God damn it, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking. I know some long suffering women,
Right.
but go ahead.
So,
And some
so what
short
I'm saying
applicant
is,
patience one. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So for men, we endure the journey, because we have the end goals that we're trying to reach.
Right.
Most of the time, not all women, but the majority, they hang out at the finish line already. They there. They're already at the
Wow.
finish line. You understand? So
Uh
while you
huh.
running the race, getting tired, facing injury, all this other stuff, and once again, also let me show it the other way around now. This don't pertain to all men too, because we got some shitty ass men out there.
Don't we know it? And we don't
You
rep
know, we
them.
got some we got some shitty ass men out there that'll try to talk and walk like how we men may speak, but at the same time, you're not in the show for it. All right. So
Hmm.
y'all niggas, y'all just see you out the conversation. But most of the time, women hang out at the finish line, bro. They collect. They collect. And to some degree, I guess that's okay. You know what I mean? I guess that's just the way our society is. I mean, I'm saying it's like I guess it's okay. Me personally, it has to be a female that can add on to what I'm already building. I'm not here to run a race for 20 years, 10, 20 years to build up to the point where I have all of this just for you to just be there and receive. No,
Hmm.
that's not happening. I don't care. I don't care how you look. I don't care what you got. I don't care none of that. I don't care none of that. I'm not a bad looking guy either. If you already know this by now. So that ain't nothing to me. But the thing
Yeah,
is, the majority of women hang out at the finish line just to collect, man. And some will, but you know what? There's also some that'll run that race with you.
yeah,
Those are the ones that you want by your side. You don't want the ones that hang out on the finish line. Easy come, easy go for them, set. They don't know. They don't know what it took for you to get it. This is why when they receive it from you, they just squander it away. They don't. They didn't go through the struggle. They didn't run that race with you. They didn't build from ground up with you to appreciate the end goal. If that makes sense, you know.
yeah. I saw, well, with the statement with Sabria just um, posted,
Yeah, read it
quoting
out.
her, quoting her husband. I have a
Hmm.
good, simple, and peaceful life. I can stop
Yeah.
right there. She goes on. Let me read the whole thing. I have a good, simple, and peaceful life. I
Hmm.
only want to be with someone who makes my life better. Now, let me,
Absolutely.
let me read that again because the first sentence, I have a good, simple, and peaceful life, right? This is upon meeting his now wife. To get to that place,
Hmm.
for a man to get to that place is work. You talk about appreciating and having value for that journey that takes you there. And to now turn around and allow someone to partner up with you and they're bringing peace for if they don't, they may not have what you have, the level of success you have,
Yeah.
but there's something everybody have the ability
Hmm.
to
Speak on.
allow you to live peacefully, to
And
not
here.
get on your last flipping nerves, to
And
not be a
here.
nuisance, to not be a nuisance, to not be a pain in the arse. You understand? You at least in the arse, you at least have that ability. And if you ain't trying to bring that to the table, if they ain't trying to bring that to the table, men and ladies too, if y'all want to feed off of this information we trying to give to the men, don't let that girl swing you out because the most precious thing she could swing you out of is your flicking peace, bro.
Peace of mind is
That
paramount.
that that is your ability to increase.
And you know what? Even to double up on what you say, it takes years and experience to even get to the point where you have peace of mind as a man. That don't come overnight. When you're young, you
No,
don't
that's what I'm
automatically
saying.
get that. You understand? And like what you said a while ago, like peace of mind is paramount. But guess what? What I found out through the years, right? Just living and existing, and this goes for men and for women. Whenever you have a man that's a nuisance to a woman, or a woman that's a nuisance to the man, either or, they can't measure up to anything that you delivering. In
Yeah.
other words, they're jealous of you. It's the same thing like when you hit the gym.
Whew.
The same when you hit the gym, right? And you have those people that ain't as motivated as you, don't have the drive you have, and then when they see you in a couple of years, you all in shape and they still flat and fluffy. The first thing they, the first thing they say behind closed doors, or even in the open, but you must be on steroids, but
Yeah,
no, I just
yeah.
have more dedication and I just want to live a healthy life. So what I do is I commit to a diet because let's not fool ourselves. There's a lot of things we can't control. But you know what we could control? What you put in your damn mouth to eat. You can control that.
This a very risky show because I trying to
You can
figure
control
out,
that.
right? I trying to figure out if a person wants to be in a partnership, a
Hmm.
business. Hear me out. Is it wrong for Gatorade to sponsor a athlete who is fast instead of an
Good,
athlete who is
good,
slow?
good last message, Sabrina. Good last message. That's a great message.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you
Yeah.
is just saying thank
Yes.
you. I had that up. But is it
Hmm.
okay? Is it wrong for Nike to say we want to sponsor Michael Jordan, not Michael Gordon. I don't know who Michael Gordon is played for, right?
It's my
But
uncle, mate.
oh, but they wanna partner with a person who is
Yeah.
proven that they are invested in what it is or who it is and what it is they want to be to the person they
Yeah.
want to be. And I'm speaking of like if you go to the gym, why is it that someone who doesn't go to the gym, who doesn't have any type of health goal or even etiquette, right? To them. Anyway, let me go too deep into that. But why would they feel as though you are stuck up or you think yourself so hot and sexy that you can't talk to me or can't talk to them? Like, why would they get upset about that? I trying to figure this. I trying to figure out where or how people can feel. Let me just say it in plain terms. If you fat, right? And fat is
Oh
fat,
boy.
right now. If you
Cancel
fat,
time. Cancel time.
why you feel okay? Let me say it a different way. If you fat, shouldn't you be? Should you be adverse to dating a fat person? Why are you more attracted to fit people if you fat?
Because that's how society rolls nowadays, bro. Society tells you that you could have whoever you want to have. Society supports people that's unhealthy. You understand? Hey,
I think
I
they
don't know if
trying to
you've been
swing me.
following. I don't think I don't know if you followed the news lately, right? You remember Lizzo? Remember Lizzo, right?
Yes, yes.
Lizzo ain't fat no more. Huh?
Lizzo ain't fat no more, so she
Lizzo
swing
ain't
them
fat
then.
no more. So
And she
she's
was fat
but
power.
when she that's my point right there. But was she not saying that? Now she's saying the exact opposite, right?
Ain't that a
Ain't that a son
boy?
of a bitch?
She swing she
Exactly.
she swing all the fat
Go
people
right
like that.
now. Go right now and go and YouTube Lizzo. And you have Lizzo putting on her pants what she used to wear when she was fat, saying this ain't the way to be. But just a couple of years ago,
Wow,
what she was doing, parading around in those skimpy outfits, saying, "Hey, my body, my choice," right? So I
wow.
say, y'all people got swing from that situation there because it was somebody a choice, and keep it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, as you can see, I traveling now, and I don't have. I mean, I on the computer right here, but I just pulling it up for me one to see. And yeah,
No,
Lizzo lose a
yeah,
lot of weight.
like
Well,
all 100 pounds.
maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was by accident she lose all that weight. Maybe she lose the weight because where she was on tour and thing and up and down doing all this thing, she had time to eat as much. You know, she was doing putting in a whole lot more steps. Maybe that's what
We'll
happened.
say
Maybe
that.
she still
We'll say that.
because I mean she
Say
ain't
that.
skinny. She ain't like
But
Jennifer Hudson or let me see,
no,
where Adele.
but she, but like 100 pounds. That's a whole person,
Yeah,
but
that's yeah.
that's a whole person. You lost. You
Now
know.
Adele is a skinny gal who is big. But anyway, we
But then
digress.
you know what? Those. But some people don't even look good when they're skinny. That too.
True, but this is a good point. This is a good point to end. What I do, Ruckus. This is a good point to end on, and it's that. I don't know. This is a good point to end on. It's
Yeah.
another swing. It's another swing, right? People will tell you what they feel would bring you in to their arena, where they know
Yes.
they is the champ, and they could leave you there and go and get what it was that you are after.
Yes.
Pull you back, reel you in to steal your flipping dream, bro.
Get
Because
over
Lizzo
here.
knows Lizzo probably if I mean I don't know Lizzo. Maybe if I give her a shout and ask her on Instagram, she'll respond. But I would ask her, were you always secretly insecure, which is our last show, about your weight? Did you always want to be slim? And just you just
But
led the world to believe that was the case.
let me say this before we out of here, right?
Yeah, you close it out.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. And I really don't care if you all agree with me or not. It don't make a difference to me. Anyway, I don't see, and this is not a shot at overweight people. It's not a shot at fat people. None of that stuff, right? I don't see anyone that's not in shape, unhealthy, like what they see in the mirror. Now, they're not going to tell you this, all right? They're not going to tell you this because they program their own brains to just, this what it is, and I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Behind closed doors, you cannot like what you see in that mirror. And you know when you got to do better. You know these things.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't like how your clothes fit. Come on. Stop. It's 2025. Like, we just want to be 2026 almost. You know, you owe it to yourself to do better in all aspects of life. But whenever you get a person that's also, I mean, that's always, got something to say about something, they got some serious insecurities that they got to deal with within themselves. Some serious
Yeah.
insecurities, but serious.
Yeah,
And
that's real talk.
they ain't never gonna, say these things in the open. But at some point, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest, but if you a shitty man, get your shit together. No pun intended. If you if
Acknowledge it.
you if you someone that in a shitty relationship, you need to get out. I said sometimes it is better to be single.
Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge your faults, deal with it, and not only
Ways to
that,
fix it.
therapy is very real.
Ah,
All right, therapy is very real, and a lot of people, especially people of color, they particularly believe when they hear the word therapy, you crazy. No, man, there's therapy for all types of shit. You ain't got to be a sociopath or a maniac to get therapy, man. Sometimes people just need a professional to talk to who know the right things to tell you from that point forward that can make your life better. That's it.
yeah. 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 Well, people who seem to be really upset about and feel as though they get swing, because that's another thing. When you get swing, you just be mad. I hear some
Yeah.
people really upset with Tesla right now. They're all upset with Elon Musk, and some people real upset with Donald Trump. And I mean, like, America voted for him. I might just ride it out in the next 4 years. Don't get mad.
What are you gonna do?
You get
What are
you
you
get
gonna do?
swing. You get swing.
You-
There was a campaign.
What are you gonna do?
You get swing. You get swing. They say Zelensky come to the White House and get swing. You get swing. You just get swing. Everybody just gets swing. Anyway, yeah, the gym is therapy, box, kid therapy,
Facts.
wrestling match therapy,
Facts.
Buddhist therapy.
Facts.
Very much
Facts.
so. Big up yourself,
Facts.
Ruckus.
Yes,
Big
sir.
up my little sister Sabria joining us for the first time in season 2.
Salute.
Uncle Milton in the building. Yeah, spin episode 6. Sup'm show. We in season 2. It's large. This was a risky one. Who mod? Stay mod. Peace.
Peace out.